Studio time with All right, let's do it. Welcome to the GreatDay Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Waddy Diamond Chains, and I'm a little solo today. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at _GreatDiamonds. Make sure you rate and review this shit on iTunes, because at the end of the day, that's what kind of keeps this shit going, running, functioning the way it should be. Don't forget to go on Facebook and like the Facebook page at the GreatDay Podcast. That is also very essential. You know, when I think about it, it's kind of crazy how time develops, you know, and what you develop within the times matter. You know, it was this exact day last year when YD was going through some things, personal things that I had to think about in my mind. Screws were a little bit loose. I had to tighten them shits back up. And one of the things that I did to tighten that up was took some LSD. And I know that's not the proper way to go about things or go about life, but you know, when you read these philosophers and they talk about these trips, now I'm going to tell you guys something really quick. And this might be a little unorthodox to hear. Now, there's a guy named Terence McKenna, and he has these writings. He's a good writer. I would recommend you to read some of his books. But one of his theories are the development of the brain developed from monkeys, obviously. That's the theory of evolution. Yes? Okay. Now, those monkeys' brains developed not because time. Well, what these monkeys were doing was eating mushrooms, okay? Hallucinogenic. Now, these monkeys would take these mushrooms and they would eat them and be high as shit off these hallucinogens, and that's when they start to figure out tools and how to manipulate things and how to get things and how to be a better ape. This theory is called the stone apes, and these are the stone apes. And I'm thinking, like, with him saying stuff like that, with me hearing these, you know, LSD, you know, experiences, and you know, you had Cannon Montana on the podcast not a little while ago, and we were on acid actually, and she was talking about the DMT experience, and she said if she didn't take that, she didn't think she'd be, you know, that good of a person. So, you know, and that goes to say, and it was this day last year where YD was on a 3-day acid bender. Yes, this is the day of Halloween, the day after Halloween, and the day after Halloween. But like I said in the beginning, it's just kind of crazy how time manages itself. You know, you develop more as a person as you keep going further and further. As much as you allow yourself to. Don't be closed-minded to what criticism is. Build from the criticism and be better in your own image. Now, let's get off the little deep scandals. We're going to talk about what happened this year on the day of Halloween, which was the Lil Uzi Vert show. Yes, the Lil Uzi Vert show. YD was in attendance. Your boy Volo was in attendance. Tribal Gods, you know, we do the media. We do that. And, you know, shout out to everybody that came out, first of all. Y'all were crazy as hell. Y'all were wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of motherfuckers that came out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay. Shout out to By the Thread. You know what I'm saying? They put on a good-ass show. And we got there, and we did the coverage. My favorite part about doing the whole thing, though, was not really getting the footage of Lil Uzi Vert, but the interacting with the crowd. The people who bought tickets to go have a good time. I wanted to help with that good time. So what me and Volo did, we did the Boardwalk Show, or what we call the Boardwalk Show. And basically it's trivia questions. You ask or you answer the 4 questions, and you can get some access to the backstage of the concert. Now, what surprised me about it, ain't nobody got all 4 right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I gave some easy questions, and I gave some hard questions, and it was like, the easier the question it was, you would think they would know. They still got it wrong. I asked this little shorty, hey, I was going to spoil it, but I asked this little white kid, what city is SpongeBob from? He didn't know. And that's just the crazy times of the generations. But just overall, just interacting with the crowd was fun as hell. The boardwalk video for that should be coming out soon. So be prepared for that. You know, me and Volo, we do this shit all the time. We run around and we do things, we interact, you know what I'm saying? Here at the GreatDay Podcast, we try to stay a little bit active, even if we do get unactive. You know what I'm saying? Slow as activists, but still active, bitch. Fuck you, B. But I do have one thing to say about Lil Uzi Vert. Cut your shit, bruh. Go ahead. Just cut off all of this. Right here, right over here, you can cut that off. You know what I'm saying? You look a little younger like that cut off. You don't need that peach fuzz like that though. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, cut that off. You know, it was a nice eye angle to see someone as big as Lil Uzi on stage, and I'm, you know, in arm's reach from him, and looking at how he's blowing up and how he's getting success. You know, someone like me who wants to be, you know, in his position one day, I could just sit back and study and just kind of watch. You know, I know there's not really much to watch when someone's performing because you're just performing, but you know, just being in that environment. You know, last year me going through things, and this year making the changes, and yeah, setbacks are setbacks, but you know, what are you gonna do about setbacks besides getting back from the setback? I mean, that's what that is, and that's proven today. Last year I was doing acid, trying to get my shit together. This year I'm arm's length from Lil Uzi Vert. Not only that, I'm surrounding myself with the right team of people. And these people are vital. I don't know why the fuck I sound like Obama right now. Like, these people. But you know, just coming up. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of things coming up. We got a lot of big things coming up. Some stuff that I can't even announce right now. But when I do announce, it's gonna be crazy. This is just one hint right off the bat. Let's just say if the Bad Boys reunion tour was live popping and it was successful, there's going to be another tour that's going to be reunion. So, you know, and that's all product, you know, with Jay, you know what I'm saying? He puts on the shows. You know, Jay, a lot of people have some speculation about Jay. I had some speculation about Jay myself once upon a time ago. But see, your boy YD, I do this. And if I'm going to do this, I'll get the exclusives. So it's going to be very soon where the GreatDay Podcast is going to have Jay on for the exclusive interview for about everything that's been said about him, everything that's been mocked about him. This is going to be his time on this show for him to speak about it. The first ever exclusive. This is big. The GreatDay Podcast, we do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on just a little bit, man. I can't even spend too much time in this motherfucker, bro. I haven't slept well. I've been going crazy. My mind's been fucked up a little bit. Ever since the show, I didn't sleep at all. I'm running off with no sleep still, but I'm here doing this show. So, you know, what's crazy as hell is that this morning, driving at like 6, 7 in the morning, I did some dumbass shit that could have ended my life. And I've been thinking about that shit ever since this morning, because it was stupid. You know, if you're on the expressway and you're about to miss a turn and you're all the way to the left, you need to be on the right, do not try to go all the way to the right. I did the most dumbest shit, and I got away with it. And I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have to be nowhere in specific. I just did it because I didn't feel like driving extra. You know, that could have just ended everything right now. I wouldn't be doing this. You know, and you know what's crazy about it and what's really makes me think about it hardcore is I'm looking, you know, just scrolling through my shit, and I see a reckless driver dies, and that's common, but he didn't have a seatbelt on. Okay, that's also common. But he hit so hard that he flew out of his windshield. Okay, that's common. But it hit so hard, he flew out of his windshield so high, he landed on a sign on the expressway. You know those green things, the if you want to go off on 55, whatever, the motherfucker landed on top of that.
Highway patrol officials say a 20-year-old man was killed after he was ejected from his car during a crash and then landed on a freeway sign in Los Angeles. The man was driving on the 5 freeway in California when he and another vehicle collided. The California Highway Patrol says that his car rolled over several times before he was ejected and landed on a freeway sign for exit 142. No one in the other vehicle was injured.
This is no bullshit. Look on the news or look in the back. That's what happened. And I'm like, bro, that could have been me. You know, there was a time a seatbelt saved my life. Real shit. And if I didn't have it on, I probably would have been flown out the window. I don't know, about like 80 feet in the air, but goddamn, bro, the fuck was that like? You know what I'm saying? You know, my condolences go out to the family because that's some crazy shit. But, you know, that was a decision that he made that he could have prevented if he would have thought about it. I just got lucky today. That's all. So, seatbelts. You know what I'm saying? Volo, don't wear your seatbelt, okay? Anyways, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here because you don't understand how tired a nigga is for real. You can hear it in my voice. I'm a little groggy. All I want to do is go roll up, put my feet up, and just chill out. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday. There's no football. But everybody for the Cubs, let's. I understand it. But let's calm down just a wee bit, all right? Let's just calm down a little bit. I know we're going to the World Series, Chicago, but honestly, my pick, fuck baseball. And fuck baseball enough for somebody to just be jumping on my car. I don't like baseball like that, bruh. And I don't even know you like that, bruh. You can't be jumping on my car because you're going to the World Series. All right, cool. That's my car, though. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit. You can't be just jumping on my shit. Fuck baseball, but I get it. I understand. But let's just calm down a little bit. My frustrations has ended with the victory of the Bears yesterday. They won. Is it because of Cutler? I don't know. I'm sure everybody's saying the shit. But 10-20 versus the Vikings? So this is what gets me confused about the Bears in the first place. You get an easy team like Jacksonville and you get beat. You play a team like the Vikings and you win? Bro, it's exhausting, bro. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's a roller coaster going up and down with the motherfucking Bears. But Cutler, let me tell you something really quick. Let me find out you're going to fuck this up for me again. Let me find out you're going to come back. You're going to fuck it up for us. Because everybody in Chicago right now is doing good. Even baseball. Okay, the Cubs is in the World Series. The Bulls? Oh, the Bulls is looking like the 93 Bulls again. My dude. You duck on the bus, motherfucking Jay Cutler. You better get your shit good and you keep your shit good. Because Chicago right now, we need this. Just like Chicago needs the GreatDay Podcast, we need all of our teams to be a multifaceted, okay? We need that, Cutler. I don't want to call you a domestic dad bird, even though that's kind of what you look like. Let's just bring it home already. Let's bring it home, all right? We're going to follow up again later on this week. Let you know what's going on. I heard some shit just happened with Ronda Rousey. But I don't know. I didn't look it up yet. Don't blame me. I'm just here doing the show the best as I can as the host. Why Dime Change? But before I get the fuck up out of here, let me get some shout outs to some of y'all bad motherfuckers out there. Let's see. Let's shout out to my boy Ramel who showed up at the show yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with me. Come stay fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? We got the heat. We got the shows. We got the supply. All right? That's number one. And your homies, too. Shout out to them. Shout out to my nigga K, who I met yesterday for the first time that day. And we're gonna talk. We're gonna do business. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to you. We're gonna work on something. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay for putting on a good ass show. Shout out to By the Thread for putting on a good show, you know, with in collaboration and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the beautiful Lana J. You did a good ass job hosting the show as well. Actually, Lana J she's gonna be on the show. We're gonna get funky really quick, so be expecting that. That's coming up soon. We got new music coming up soon. Shout out to the bad motherfuckers that came out to the show yesterday. Shout out to the Bulls. Shout out to the family members of the guy who fucking flew today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta fly. That's like my worst dream. Like, rocketing up in the air and then falling down. That got to be like the worst shit I ever motherfucking got to deal with. I can't fathom, dog. So, Procinete for you. This is the GreatDay Podcast, and it's a great day today. I will see you guys later on in the week.